And forget yoga, we're taking a leap into the newest fitness craze, parkour.
Trust yourself.
That's it. Just trust yourself and jump.
In yesterday's poll, we asked you, what's your idea of the best summer activity? And you guys are split between exploring the city, parkour style, or just lazing in the sun.
Leaping tall buildings with a single bound or a cat leap, I learned from the pros how to take it all in stride with parkour. Now remember, these guys are professionals, so please don't try this at home. Tell me, what is parkour?
Parkour is a discipline that involves moving across urban or rural environments using only the abilities of the human body. So there's running, jumping, climbing, all trying to create a path through, say, the city.
How did parkour originate?
Parkour started as a military type training in France where it was used in the Vietnam War. And he realized that in the Vietnam War you have to be able to run as fast as you can, when you're being attacked.
Do we need anything to do parkour, or what do we need?
You don't need anything to do parkour.
No?
Basically all you need is a good pair of running shoes that you're comfortable in.
Okay.
And the right mindset to say, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm actually going to try today.
Now, are flips allowed?
That's a debatable question. The flip issue is one that the media wants to see flips. That's what they want to see. They want, they get bored seeing building climb after building climb after building climb. But then you see in stuff like Casino Royale where flips don't belong because it's such a chase scene. So it all depends. Flips are a useful training tool where you learn to use your body a little bit better. But when you're in a situation where you're running away from someone, when you're escaping from someone, when you're using parkour for its original purpose, then flips don't belong in that.
Now, have you ever, and be honest, okay,
Yep.
used parkour for your personal gain? And what I mean by that is like stealing someone's wallet and running for your life.
Not yet. No.
Not yet?
No. I don't know if I ever will. But you do use parkour, in day-to-day life. You do find situations where cutting that corner, hopping that fence, saves you that little second of time. I find when I'm late in the morning for meetings like this, I hop the fence to get to the bus and hope that I could catch it. Yeah.
What's the medium for the age of people doing parkour?
Age ranges usually from about 16 to 20. That's where you get 85% of the kids that are involved. And then you have, sort of the range from 21 to 25, which makes up another 5 to 10%. And then you get some odd few that, sometimes parents bring out their 10-year-old son and say,
Really?
I want my 10-year-old son to start. And then I've had, a 67-year-old come out to the meet before and said, I've been a martial arts instructor my whole life, let me try this out.
How safe is parkour? I mean, are you prone to injuries when you're jumping off walls and climbing trees?
Parkour is about as safe as you want it to be. It's progressive in nature, so basically there's a lot of training involved. Every time we're out here, we're basically training the basics thousands and thousands of times so that we can become, safer and smoother in our movements. You get a risk when you start doing stuff that's outside of your boundary level. So if you're always staying within your boundary level, it's generally safe, It's not much different from gymnastics or running or anything else. There's a little bit of injury involved. You can get the odd sprained ankle, the odd cuts and bruises here, but nothing really major.
How do you know what your boundaries are?
Well, you take it slow at the beginning. You see the stuff on the videos and it's important to not go try those things right away. You start by trying the simple things, using curbs, steps, railings, and seeing, okay, what does my body, what am I comfortable with, what am I not comfortable with, what can I do, what can't I do, and you start playing around with that, and eventually you progress to bigger and better things. The basics all involve, running, basic climbing, vaulting over small things, and, a little bit of jumping.
Yeah, so vaulting over small things. Let's start with that.
So the first thing we're going to do is just a basic wall climb where you're going to kick off the wall and you're going to climb. You can see Patrick's foot is on the wall and he's using his arms up there to lift his body up afterwards. And so he's just popping up and then he's going to put his foot on the wall and get up. So we're going to get you to try that out now.
Oh yeah, cinchy.
There you go, get up there. What we're going to do now is called a cat leap, and Patrick's going to show it for us. And basically what you're doing is, this is the kind of move you see when you're flying in between a building, but you can't quite make it over, you have to grab it with your hands. So Patrick's going to show us. He jumps to the wall, and it's sort of a Spider-Man pose in a way. So basically you just have to jump at the wall and trust yourself.
That's it, just trust yourself and jump. All right.
There you go.
This is not as easy as they make it look.
I'm going to show you another important step to parkour, which is learning how to land and then roll.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming out here today and showing me the basic moves to parkour. This is really something that I can get into. Right, guys? Guys? Guys!